Hey, this is Old Gaming Guru. We're going to jump in and do just a quick rundown here on my progress as my Huntress here continues to level, gets more powerful. I'm actually starting to get a little bit of decent gear, but believe it or not, even at level 54, I'm still running some of the same stuff that I've been running before. And so why is that? My drops have been horrendous, as usual. So what do? I guess at this point is I just focus on getting a decent spear and off I go. So I'm just going to show you once again how this plays and what the strategy is. Basically, I'm using one skill, and that is lightning spear, and on bosses I'm adding in primal strikes. And so let's go ahead and see how this thing plays out. What have I got here? Use the desert map. Okay, so let's go run and do this. I've had very, very little time to play this week with work. So anyways, we're going to jump in to show you how it plays, and I'll come over and discuss the build and how I'm speccing it out. So we're going to go ahead and go to Trader's Passage and show you style here and see if you like it, and also to see what makes this build tick. My DPS is, have not found a fourth socket for my main skill, Lightning Spear. So it's but it's a couple things that really make it work. Alright, so the first thing that makes it work is every step I take adds to my voltaic charge. Thank you to the Volt gem. Support gem. You definitely have to have it if you want to play this build, and it definitely encourages you to run around a
Finally some shade. I'm sweating like a stuck pig I am.
Stand back at a distance, build up Volt,
through the
use Barrage.
That was almost a challenge.
As you can see, Barrage is amazing. Alright, so if you're far away, you build up Volt, you throw a spear, and basically goodbye Scream. Add in Barrage.
The hunt is on!
And it's goodbye Scream. Barrage. Just amazing. So as far as clear speed on this is definitely a great build to play. Now let me tell you, it takes you a while to get up there, but once you get moving on this character and you get your third slot, I think you're going to be hard pressed to find anything that clears multiple screens like Logan does.
No,
Still works on boss
surprise.
capabilities. It's gotten a lot better since I've gotten a better spear. Volt is a game changer. You have to get Volt. Alright, so once you've got Volt, you're going to see this is pretty simple play. And I think you probably got the gist of the game style. I mean, it's just nuts. Alright. Bossing consists of moving around, building up Volt charges, then hitting the boss.
Ready to hunt?
Okay, this should be a good one.
What news do you bring?
Still not really understanding this whole hunt mechanic. What news do I bring? Where's the wisp?
Lightning strikes twice! The hunt is on!
I mean, you got it. So that's it. That's the playstyle. That's what you're doing here. I could go for another 5 or 10 minutes or so, but I think you got it down. Bossing, throw, spear till you shock, and then use your primal strikes to go ahead and just obliterate bosses. So let's jump over now and look at what makes a difference in this build. Like I said, most of my gear is garbage other than resists. There's nothing to write home about, but I did get lucky and find a spear check, a free spear that drops. But if you can find one with extra physical damage, you should try to start crafting on it to try and get to the results that I got. Because this spear is as good as people I've seen doing beginning maps, so this should hold me in good stead for a while. Alright, so we're back. Alright, what am I using? Okay, right button, lightning spear, and middle button, primal strikes. Twister is great for blind. I also have whirling slash up for blind. If things get too close, they survive your initial attack, throw one of those two up and get a blind going. It'll help your evasion tons. Barrage is my basically go-to to add damage. And it's a 2. Stormlance is nice for some extra damage, and I guess you can get some serious damage out of this later in the game. But right now, it's not really worth it. And then just a backup primal strikes. Alright, so let's look at what I've got. Lightning Spear. Lightning Infusion for the damage. Enervate. So if I shock something, which is a good chance of because I'm going crit, then guess what? I get 35% more lightning damage, and Volt, you get the build up as you travel. Herald of Thunder is one of my supports, and it's nice to have for also clear speed. I don't see it triggering very often because most of the stuff's dead after I throw a spear. Barrage, we've got Second Wind and Premeditation. Okay, so it empowers my skills to do more damage, and it also too has a cooldown reduction. Stormlance, I just put in there for the chance to electrocute. So that's a good one to have. And then of course Wind Dancer is my second buff, and I've got Blind in there right now. So when things are close to me and they get hit by the explosion of Wind Dancer, then guess what? They get blinded. Okay, so extra defensive layer. Primal Strikes is Crescendo, which allows us the last strike, the big strike, to hit twice, and Primal Armament for more damage, because it's a lightning ability. Alright, gear-wise, this was my luck roll here. That's what you're looking for. Increased physical damage. I would have loved it if it had lightning on it as well too, but I added even more physical damage. The attack speed is awesome. No levels, which I would have liked. But the rest of the stuff you can see here, it's just crap. I am using a shield. I got a decent vest here. I would have liked to replace that with something with an evasion rating of about 2,000, and I'll spend to do that. But there's nothing here that, I mean, look at this car. The drops in this game have been just abysmal. So that's pretty much it for the gear, but the play style. Okay, the tree, a really simple tree. You can start off taking these nodes, but you can respec in. The only things I grabbed were more accuracy, more evasion, more lightning damage, more skill speed, and then of course all of these nodes are important, so take them all. Now that I'm starting to pick up crit, that will be a node I will grab. This is another one you should get, 50% lightning damage with Herald active. This is optional, but I like this one because it gives you also the increased dexterity. Definitely then swing over, grab all these lightning nodes. You can skip this one, and then you want to come over and start getting crit chance here in this stage of the game. So I will grab all 3 majors and maybe some more minors. I want to try and get my crit chance to 100, and I'm going to need to get a special unique to do that, but I have not done that because it's a level 80 item, so you can save your money till later. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. Go in, run around, see a mob, throw the spear, repeat, repeat, repeat. See a boss, throw the spear, run around, throw the spear. When the boss is shocked, run up, do primal strikes. And if you need blind, just throw up some twisters. Or also too, you can do a quick whirling slash, and that'll put you in a area that is permablind. It'll make a permanent vortex around you. So that's it. It's just a really simple build. It's fun. Honestly, is this time through this league hasn't been that exciting yet. So I'm hoping that I find more things that make it a little bit more fun. And that's going to be it for this video. Old Gaming Guru out.